consent agenda, approval of the minutes.
I move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll let you guys know we're gonna shut down about 9:45 today. We got a tax sale, and he has to be out at the tax sale, so
Okay.
What are we selling?
houses, land.
All right.
What all's on there, yeah?
I seen two of them houses in
I
Dixon
might want to stay for a
yesterday.
tax
I was
sale.
going over to buy some meat,
Got all-
and they kept trying to tell me, you need to buy them.
You're selling all
And
this.
she told me she posted it, she goes, the bill was so bad, she posted
Yeah,
it, she ran like,
All these
she,
people.
I said, I'll tell you what, I'll buy them houses if you clean them for me. Yeah. I'm worried about this, there's someone squatting in there.
Literally.
Uh-huh, yeah. It's- Those, and they're right on 28, the two houses are.
So you actually sell these for anything over the taxes due?
Tax, starts off, you gotta pay what's taxes due, and then it goes up from there, depending on the bidding.
But they got so long
They
to
got a
take them
year.
back too.
They've got a year
They've got a year.
to reclaim it.
If
Yes.
they reclaim it the year, they pay you, what percentage interest? 10% interest?
Plus any improvements you've made.
No.
Nope, you don't get no improvement,
Nope.
just the interest. So
Nope.
where else you gonna get 10%
You
interest
get,
on your
you
money?
get 10% on the original past due taxes.
Yeah, not-
Anything you bid above that, you just get it back.
Yeah.
You don't make any interest off.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And it does have-
That'll be full out there here in a little bit. There'll be all kinds of people bidding.
About 3/4 of them are reclaimed.
There's
So
one,
what's the difference between first, second, and third offering?
First offering means it's the first time it's gone to auction. Second means
Second time.
they did it last year, but nobody bought it. And third means it was done the last 2 years.
If it
with no
doesn't sell
sale.
after this year, she'll bring it back to us later on what we need to do with it.
And one of them, we took a, early in my tenure this year, we took a bid that somebody put in on one after the third one.
There was one we had for like 5 years, and that's the one you
it's
saw.
on down there.
And it
the
was
road.
out
Yeah.
Yeah.
off of the highway out here past Lakeway,
Yeah, it's off the outer road.
off the
there.
outer road, and someone could have put, there was a lot they could have done with it, I thought, but nobody wanted it.
Well, it was the driveway to that.
Part
guy's
of it, well,
trailer house
it was a
that
wedge
didn't
off of the
look- yeah.
driveway, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was a wedge of property though off of the driveway, so you could have put a road, a bunch of different things you could put out there.
Dang, I wish I knew about this before.
Be there today.
You can be there today.
Yeah, but I don't have any idea to know what we're looking at today.
You just look on
I
that
can
map.
tell you what two of
Yeah,
them
go
look like.
find the map.
I can tell you what two of them look like, I'll just help you out with them.
Yeah.
It's not as great a deal as what it sounds like.
There was
lot
a
of times
few-
We've bought a lot of stuff off of them.
Yeah.
I only know of one really, really good one, and that was bought by Mr. Baker about 8 years ago up in Sloan Mountain.
Well, they ain't making no more land, you know.
He paid, I think it's $9,250 house. But he did his homework on that one. He knew it was a lady that had no family, paid, the house was paid for. He got it, put someone in $1,000 a month rent, he's rented it now for 8 or 10 years. Still worth $251.
Probably more than that.
You ain't gonna find too many of them though.
No, you have to do your homework.
You gotta do your homework, that's what he does. He gets them and he goes and checks each of them out, and then he'll do his background checks and see if there's anything else owed on it. You gotta do your homework on them.
Well, and if there's anything owed on them too much, the financiers will be down
They'll
here.
be down
and
here
they bid
bidding
on
on
it.
them. You'll see the bankers down here too.
Yeah, they'll be bidding up to what's owed.
Right.
Good luck on that 4 acres.
There was one that was on there that had gasketed access.
What are you looking at?
You know what it was? It was one of them that goes like that. It was a little strip that went right down to the gas station.
Yeah.
And I asked Baker about it, and he goes, I can tell you, he goes, I went and looked at it, he goes, I can tell you right now,
Right.
you can't do nothing with it,
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, that's what we
Except
got.
maybe put steps down to the water, he says.
We got offered a place off of Z Highway there, and it was like 7 acres. And I said, I'll take $3,000 for it.
My office is
I
not
went and
enough.
looked at it. You couldn't even put a trailer house in it because there wasn't a flat enough. There was a flat spot about the size of this table before it started falling off the hill there. And when it did, it just went straight down.
Yeah, we've had a few of them in these subdivisions.
No, this
One of them was out there off the White Highway. It was a very back wedge, but the wedge was so small you couldn't do anything with it. The rest of the land was off
You
over
can
the
find
hill.
land right now for less than $3,000 an acre. Let me know where.
I used to work for me.
I'll sell you some, Roger. You want some?
Who knows where that's at?
There ain't a
Why?
spot on that.
I'm looking at that
piece of
20
ground
acres
you
out
can
there
take
by
the
you.
truck, huh?
No,
Yeah.
There on the corner or on the triangle or whatever.
Mhm.
60,000.
Got a big old sinkhole in it.
I was told that. I haven't been out and walked it yet.
Yep.
Is this the sinkhole with the soldier fell in a few years ago?
Well, there's your deal right there. Right. Off recall.
Yeah, but when's the last time you've been to that road?
Well, it's kind of growed up a little bit.
where's it at?
Recoil.
On recoil there off
Turkey Ridge.
W.
Where?
On Turkey Ridge, W.
I think it'll be that first place where
Pretty
that house
good deal,
burned.
5.5 acres for $955.
But it's on recoil.
I bet it won't bring, I bet it'll bring a little more than that. Cause if it's where that house burnt, then, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of where it's got to be.
It might be where that double wide burned,
Where that double.
right off onto the left. Off
I don't
recoil.
know.
Yeah, how much to clean it up?
Oh, it is back in.
I think it's a single wide,
Single wide.
Oh, so it's way back on in there.
gone in there a little ways.
It'll be a house back cleaned up.
There's several of them in there that are.
Got good neighbors, what you're saying.
Yeah, there is.
That's a lot. Like the big gas in that cleanup.
How much asbestos is back there?
Exactly.
Yeah, if I won't tell my wife we now own property in Turkey Ridge, I'd probably just move out there myself.
Here's the two I was talking about right there.
That's wrong with Turkey Ridge, it's just so far out.
First two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just ways out there.
Yeah,
That's the only problem.
a long ways out.
A long ways. Kind of off to itself.
Hillside, that's right over here, ain't it? Hillside?
It goes up hillside and then across Hospital Road.
Yeah, that's what I saw. There's two of them on Hillside.
Yeah, basically it's the same strip of land. It just goes across the road at the top. Has a little piece up there.
Depends on how they're measuring that land. Are they measuring the bluff side?
Exactly.
Yeah, my uncle said, he said if I could flatten my farm out, he said I'd have about 1,000 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't count that part if it goes up like that.
No.
That's a house on a hawk. No, it ain't, that's a lot.
Which one?
Corner of Holt
Yeah.
and Harbor, that's a lot. found them.
Storage units,
Oh, is that what that is? Where's that at?
Reporter Road.
The ones in the bottom down there, put the hay bales in?
Those Lonnie House, eh? That's Lonnie House, eh?
I was gonna say, they're in the storage building. They're dry.
I thought they were crocodile.
No, it shows the Bank of New York on it.
Huh.
I bet they won't be here.
I bet they will. Out of Plano, Texas, it says.
The tax sale does begin at 10 a.m., correct?
Yes.
Not 10:30. Okay, thank you.
I know this place. He died. It's got a single wood on it.
So, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. It was at the house. Well, it depends. Yeah, that's hers, because the parents had the one across the street. She had the trailer over there in the house over here with her mom and dad. She moved over to it. I remember it was both of them.
That Bolton says.
Huh?
That Bolton.
Mhm.
I got a letter on it, but it's landlocked. I mean,
Really?
Just build a road across Clinton's land there.
yeah, I'll sell you an easement or something.
You know, you fix that, buy it, and put a helicopter pad on there and just start the helicopter every day, and then they'll give you an easement.
Yeah.
Get that helicopter right there.
I have to build a
Yeah.
snake ranch out there.
Build a snake ranch. I really don't want to get a
Down
snake
there
ranch,
with
if I can get an
Yeah.
easement to get in here, I can change my mind.
Acre and a half.
Exotic family.
Paradise there.
Pretty rough things on that one. Really rough. Other than that one, I don't know. It's $13,000. Oh, that's right, that was storage. unit.
No.
Yeah, but look at that.
Escape the zoo.
Who's gonna break in
Feel
there?
like those.
Well,
You're gonna steal the
the
head.
big problem was, from what I understood,
Look,
was when they were built,
Had a
they
little
wasn't built
dog
properly, they got the
bang.
cheap doors on there. Well, people wouldn't put their
Bang.
storage down
Yeah,
there.
bang.
Well, hell, they just run 90 mile an hour down that gravel road.
No, I've heard
It'd be
you sell
full of
them.
dust.
They're out of the hole,
Everything
right?
would be
Yeah.
a frick and a half inch of dust on them.
You have to listen to it. Find it, they'll just roll laugh.
Not much going on today, huh?
Apparently not.
no.
Did we get some more money for bill tax?
As of Saturday, no.
Okay.
That's it.
More build that money.
I think there's another one coming
I
this
think
week.
it's 41,000.
Wasn't that the other one I signed that was coming, supposed to be coming, they sent off to come in? Yeah.
Daryl, you listening, Scanner?
Yes, I am, but I'm not getting anything right now on what that is.
Do you know what's going on Reporter Road, Streetsburg Road?
You may know more than, I'm sure you know more than I do.
Well, it was going on 15 minutes ago, so I doubt that's related, but it could be.
I don't know the answer.
Thank you. We need to put a cell phone repeater in here or something.
That would definitely be nice. Brett Bassett used to have a scanner. He found that that window in the clerk's office is the only place on the first floor that you got reliable scanner reception. So he had a scanner set up in his window.
Nah, you know.
Come on, Dave, get on it.
He's got him in. Uh-oh.
Or I might be in
His phone just flashed.
They're calling for you, it's bad.
His phone just flashed. That ain't good.
Does he got black over the fender wells? That's Rob Adams' truck. He works for the post office. Lives in Crawford now, but he did so he parks over here. Yeah, he parks right across from the post office. He only works till like.
That's a tow truck. The wreck is 150.
Did you see the car, the van sitting up here just past O'Reilly on Old Route? He's going eastbound, his parked sitting there, the guy got out this morning, the windshield just caved in. I don't know how you can see out of it. The windows on the side are busted. The guy gets out of it, gets it broke down, he started walking. I don't know how that thing, you can't see out the windshield.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
He hit something.
He was driving it like that.
Mad wife or girlfriend.
I mean, no, I'm talking, it looks like,
She chased him off.
the windshield looked like a whole tree hit it, that's the way it looks.
Take it
It's
to the house.
just-
Well, they
There
say
ain't a
it's going
spot
in
not
the
cracked
middle
on
of
that
the
windshield.
something.
When you leave here, drive by that thing and look at it. You ain't gonna believe the guy was driving that van.
There's nothing worse than a scorned woman, I can tell you that right now.
He's in better shape of kicking the windshield out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and just drive it.
just kick it out,
Put on
There's no way you can see out
put on a
of it.
pair of goggles and go.
You'd pull him over for that.
Like he had a toy, one of those helicopters, remote control helicopters. It was sitting out on the ground and I seen him pick it up and he was carrying it.
Maybe.
I hope it was his van.
If not, that's easy entrance, I guess.
Yeah, now you couldn't secure that vehicle.
Yeah.
The
Impossible.
officer, the doors were locked.
There's a garbage bag taped to one window. The windshield's caved in.
We hauled hay all weekend, but I don't think I lost a pail or anything, so.
It's funny.
I had nightmares about
Gary
that when we
Baker
hauled them on
had
the
a
highway.
new guy working for him a few years back, and he was hauling an old trailer of fertilizer. He left his house over there off of the J Highway, he's gonna take that fertilizer over towards Salem and dump it. That new guy somehow lost the trailer right before Jerome Bridge and flipped over on the highway and dumped all that fertilizer. You remember when they had that MoDOT man made out of different things? They were
Barrel bob.
I was laughing so hard. He was over there with a skid steer cleaning that up because here come DNR, here come all these people down there. The fertilizer all over the interstate, you know, with the river there. He's cleaning all that. I don't know what it cost him to clean it up. But after that, then a MoDOT man appeared there with the barrels. We were gonna go by and put a big sign on it. Harry.
Yeah. My brother-in-law sent me some video. Somebody drove off a bridge in Iowa with a big 8-wheel tractor. You know, and just cleaned it clear over. You can see it's got red diesel fuel all in that waterway there. I mean, it's everywhere. DNR gonna have a heyday with this one.
Yeah, it was all over. It was deep in the highway. The right lane, the shoulder, and down in the grass.
Be doing the constable on the 31st, so then we can write the check on that Thursday of the 2nd.
Because now MoDOT's got to mow all the time.
Yeah.
The fertilizer got dumped there.
Could have just sent state bill for fertilizing the ground.
Yeah.
Go eat my breakfast. I'll be back.
Is that the one I signed? I mailed
Mhm.
out 41.
Yeah, I thought it was coming
I
earlier
signed
than
it,
that,
I
but
signed it last week to send it off for payment. Daryl, it's gonna be a short meeting today because of the sale.
That's why I was asking.
Yep.
County.
The medics are the ones that are supposed to.
They're not allowed to communicate with me anymore. Your deputies are good.
No tax interviews.
And they got some interviews started at 11:30.
Who wasn't called? I had one of them call me and asked if I was on my way out.
How many was coming in?
Someplace like, no, I've not heard anything about it. And like both medics requested
Three.
or they said, we asked comp center to call you like 20 minutes ago. Well, comp center isn't allowed to dispatch me unless a medic.
Not run up and do a call.
Yes.
So I was saying, instead of putting medics, have to replace you. But
But I guess that's something that comp center's got. That's on your end.
they have to call the doctor.
I guess they're dispatching you.
Nope. That's for a tow truck.
Oh, okay.
I wish they could dispatch me some way like that.
I
Like,
don't
no.
understand that, because that's how I get dispatched and stuff.
What? On your phone?
The text. It goes my personal cell and my work cell.
I wish I could get them to text me for calls. That would be fantastic.
Show up at the 911 board meeting, I'll report your request, and it'll probably, you'll either get it done or get an answer, why not?
Here, I'll show you.
Now that I know that that's a possibility,
I don't know if
maybe I
it's
should just ask them. They might just set me up with it.
I mean, delete them from last. Maybe just have a rip run report. They basically send you the CAD. It's just a text version of the CAD.
You have to see the cabs all the time. Check that too, but they got
Oh, good.
set up for it. But I want to know. I'll pass it to somebody, either law enforcement or medic.
17 inch
And I don't
one,
know if that's
22.
so.
That might be the answer,
Well,
why
I
they
think you
can't.
should be on the, more of the fire side like I am, because the medics are gonna be the ones that are questioning. Like my cat is the fire cat. Yeah, you'll get the text and then about 2 minutes later they'll call you.
Call you this day.
So it's probably usually 5 minutes.
So did you get your paint squared away on the bridge?
I think they're about done.
Are they?
I hope to be done.
Okay.
When are they gonna open the bridge back? It's still closed, right?
It's still closed.
When they expect them to open it
I'll
up?
holler at
I
them.
would think by the weekend.
By this weekend?
I would think. And then we hope to be done with
Well,
our
if they
part
try
of
calling
it
you,
by
you have service.
Thursday this week. Is what we're shooting
But
for.
if they attach your phone number to
That'll
your
give me
PSN and the
Friday and
whenever they
next
drag
Monday
you
and
to the call,
Tuesday if I
I'll
have to
text
have
you the CAD.
Get some other stuff done. If we have to.
When are they supposed to have yours done?
We're gonna start building on, they're supposed to stake it today, and we're gonna start building on it into this week, first of next.
They're still looking at September, mid-September?
I think we'll be beginning of September, beginning.
Beginning of September.
This 801.
It's a long way anyway.
Pretty good. Think commission meeting.
I was 8 years old.
Way too old, way too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too old.
That was the one FEMA said yes, as they were working on it, getting everything done. Oh, wait a minute, no. It was yes, then it was
Are you
no.
there?
That was yes, then it was no. That was a problem between the Corps of Engineers and FEMA. They were fighting over it. And they finally said, no, we ain't gonna do it. That's kind of like Cave Road. They took all the pictures, that guy went down Cave Road, took all the pictures of the asphalt and everything the flood did to Cave Road. And said, yep, we'll get it re-asphalted back the
I'll
way it
contact
was.
them.
Then all of a sudden,
Can you repeat the numeric for me?
one of the people above him said, flood didn't do that to
Okay,
the road.
that's what I got.
You can
Thank
see
you.
where the flood
Yeah.
cut into the dirt like 4 feet above the road. But since the higher up guy said no, it kicked that one out. We never could get that one. But, you know, FEMA first comes in, and you got a disaster, FEMA come in and says, we're gonna take care of you, we're gonna get this done, this done, this done. Then their people come down.
See you, fellers.
Yep.
See ya.
We see you, Roger.
And then all the pictures, everything's good, and then all of a sudden they tell you no. They never understood.
The governor announced last Thursday that Missouri is getting ready to invest $400 million in broadband.
I've seen that. I got an email on that. Everybody's going out after broadband.
For the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the news this morning where the USDA, the federal government, has approved $350 million for the cattle, for the milk producers? The farmers, the milk farmers,
I hadn't seen that.
because of the pandemic. I don't get it. You'll have to explain this one to me.
I can tell you, it's gonna bankrupt a bunch of dairy farmers if they don't do something, because
Where did they get hurt in the pandemic on that?
there's two paths milk goes down.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is for family use,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is for service use, for restaurants and stuff. It's processed
Mine on
differently.
yours.
And so when all the restaurants shut down,
Okay, see, I didn't know that part of it. I was
yeah, see,
wondering.
when all the restaurants shut down,
I was thinking, people were buying milk as fast as they could get it off the shelves.
and they couldn't get enough produced for the family use, but they've got this backlog of stuff in warehouses spoiling that was made for the restaurant hotel use.
See, I seen that this morning, it just
Yeah.
confused me, I just couldn't
But
see.
that's what-
I remember during the pandemic, people were just buying milk as fast as they could buy it.
And hoarding it.
But that's what the deal is.
I was saying, how do the dairy
Oh.
farmers lose during the pandemic? But
Oh,
it's
your
on the
cheese.
restaurant side.
All your cheeses, cottage cheeses and stuff that goes into the hotel restaurant trade,
Yep.
didn't eat.
Gotcha, now it makes sense.
That's what the
See,
deal
this
is.
morning we were talking about, we couldn't figure it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's
Where did they lose out?
That's what the deal is.
So they lost
They were-
out, I understand since they lost out on the restaurant side of it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and that.
Actually, that had grown to the biggest side of the
Industry.
industry, yeah.
Tell you what, building material sure.
But they were giving all that to them, but yet the farmers out here with the cattle, the beef industry,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't move beef
Right?
because the processing plants,
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't see anything for them unless I missed it.
No, you didn't. You didn't see anything. And there's still a lot of discussion going on over
You
that.
know, and then of course they're selling out the individuals, then all the local slaughterhouses are backed up for 9 months,
A year, 9
a
months to
year,
a
so
year.
they're feeding these cows.
For almost a year.
And the way I see it, I don't know how, I'm not a cattle farmer, but I also know that I listen to, like Perry, it's got 1,500 head.
Yes.
You know, when they get to a certain weight, you wanna move them, when they get up to here, you don't get as much, you start to lose money.
They
and you
start
feed 'em, and
discounting.
Plus, you don't get as much per pound or whatever, per
They
hundred or whatever.
discount them. They
Yeah,
discount. Just like stuff at a store, you know.
I'm seeing that with meat right now, especially pork. Some of the pork butts are coming in are just, they look all beautiful like a pork butt when you cut the bag open, all of a sudden it all falls out like
Yeah.
this long. I'm like, what? And the ribs, some of these ribs today, they have to come off of something that's way bigger than they normally, because some of these pork spare ribs I'm getting like this thick.
Like beef.
Yes,
Um,
a lot of fat, they're leaving a lot of fat on everything.
Well, they need to sell it. But there was, one of the county farm bureaus down here was gonna get some hogs and then just have them processed and give them to a food pantry. There was a big hog operator said, I'll give you some. But he said, you gotta take a tractor trailer load. And they couldn't find anybody to
Nobody will
process.
process them. Yeah, they're backed up, they're a year out.
They couldn't find anybody to process a semi-load of fat hog.
Yep.
The
Everywhere
guy
you
said,
go,
I'll
everywhere
give
you
it to
go,
you.
they'll say, well, we can get you in 9 months from now. Like, what?
There was a lot of talk about that at the national meeting a couple weeks ago.
I remember my uncle had a little processing shop. I bet it wasn't as big as his room. Probably half this size, with a big cooler. I used to go help him. In deer season, come in, be a ton of them in there, but you know, when they brought in the hogs, we made the sausage, we made everything. I helped him cut it up. That was the old days where all the farmers just kept bringing it in.
Was that Louis?
No, it was down towards Rolla. He passed away, but my uncle had a shop out there. And Louis Parker, yeah, he did too.
That's what I'm
It took a
saying.
lot to him too.
His was about that size.
Yeah, about that size.
Yeah.
His cooler's probably as big as his shop.
Yeah.
You know, it was, really. And, but we used to cut a lot of meat out of that little bitty place. Oh, constantly. Get it in there, let it hang in that cooler for so many days, then you went back. We cut meat tomorrow, he goes, no, it hadn't hung long enough, we gotta wait.
Yeah.
Louis always processed mine.
Louis and my father-in-law was good friends, and that's where we used to take them to for a long time.
I toured that Tyson's plant in Holcomb, Kansas that caught on fire here a couple years ago. And it was just simply mind-boggling to me. They processed 6,000 head a day, and they had cooler space to store 24,000. Now, you just wrap your head around 24,000 beef carcasses hanging.
We were there 2 weeks before it burnt down. We came through and we went through there. And at that time, they said they were up to 8,000 a day is what they were
And up production
processing.
day.
Yeah, up production because they couldn't keep up.
Mhm.
So, and then when they, you know, it burnt and they shut down, part of it went to Nebraska and part of their deal went to Texas. And they said they built
I'll tell you what's really
enough
wrong
stuff to
is when
take over an
Kingsford
extra
come down and talk
3,500
to
head
us.
in Nebraska.
I used to
Had it
deliver
done
to
in a week and a
Kingsford
half.
back in 1979. I
They can do
delivered,
it.
Yeah.
I did a candy.
Ain't no
cigarette
telling what it
machine,
cost.
I had a chip
No.
machine in there, a candy bar machine in there, and a coffee
What they
machine.
made.
Oh, no, yeah.
And their office and
Making
their
$2,000
break
a
room for the
head,
guys
yeah,
as big as this room. That
8,000
was
head
it.
a day.
And they had a building out there where they did their stuff. Now, if you look at, how many acres is that thing now? It's all self-contained and
What's this now,
humongous.
Gene?
The Kingsford plant up there in Bell. I remember it was just a little bit. If any of you guys come across some hickory or apple or cherry, well, let me know.
Okay.
I don't want big stuff, I want little.
I can cut some hickory for you. You like smooth bark or curly bark?
Whatever.
All of them smoked.
I just don't want great big pieces.
Yeah.
Is that processing plant that you say burned down? Is that a processing?
Mhm.
Because on one of those
You can sell them for smoke.
There you go. Yeah.
dollar amount, and we didn't pay it.
They had some hot smoke,
I
I
went
had
to
some cold smoke.
Nixon yesterday, that's where I seen them 2 houses loose. It was on that list. They had pork bust for $179.
Oh, that's,
There wasn't a meat cutter person there, only a girl manager.
You're good.
She goes, I'll go get you one. She goes, this is the only one we got left. She brings it out. It's 2 great big briskets in a bag, got pork butt. I said, that's not pork, that's beef.
But I'll give $1.79 a pound.
That's
for
what I
that
told her.
if you'd sell it
I
to me
said,
for that.
If you're gonna give it up to me for $1.79 a pound, I'll take it.
I'll take two.
Yeah, yeah, got any more of them back there?
No.
You should have told her to stamp them, I'll take them all.
Yeah. I thought, ma'am, I said, that's not $1.79 a pound. I said, that's probably anywhere from $4.99 to $6.99 a pound. She didn't know. She went back to grab me pork, but she brought out brisket.
We gotta go to Dallas to market tomorrow night, and my brother-in-law's sending me with 2 big coolers. There's some meat place down there in Texas that has all this specialty stuff, and you can call and place your order and all this other stuff, but he's into that smoking stuff too, you know, so he's got an order ready. All I gotta do is swing by, pick it up, keep it cool, and bring it home. So
They smoke it or he smokes it?
he smokes it,
Okay.
but it's got, you know, like he's gonna get like a Wagyu brisket, and
It's,
some kind of pork belly stuff.
what's the name of that place? There's a plant there, one in Chicago, one in Florida.
Yeah,
It's not Hanks, what's that called?
yeah, something like that.
Parks.
Yeah.
It's, let's see if I can pull it up here on Facebook. I have a constituent send me a video of Waynesville Fire Department pulling a trailer with a lawnmower and a weed eater on it. He was complaining. So I sent Doug a message, and Doug goes, yeah, they go out on Saturdays. Every Saturday they go out and they mow every fire station and weed eat and everything every Sunday. I just thought they were wasting taxpayers' dollars, even though they're going clean their own stuff. Unreal. I explained it to him, and I don't think he was still happy about it.
If he looks, he'll find the ambulance district doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They have 4 ambulance bases and they send mowers out.
I thought that went out on bid. The ambulance districts.
They may do it now. Back under Gary Carmack, he did it personally, and then near the end of his time, he had one of the people at the ambulance district doing it.
No,
But are
I
they
think
bidding it
now
out? That's fine.
the ambulance districts and the helo pads go out on bid.
Okay. That didn't used to be the way, but that could very well be now. So I guess if the county wants to pay somebody to mow the lawns, that's,
Well, the ambulance district comes out of their funds, you know,
Yeah, he just sent a video of it. I'm like,
I guess-
Doug a text, Doug sent me back a message. He was giving my number.
I guess
Explain it to him.
They thought he'd probably taken it out.
He thought he was
on his
taking
own.
it out, mowing his own house, probably,
Yeah,
what he
on his
thought.
own, yeah.
But what
Yeah.
he was out doing actually was mowing all the
Mhm.
district's places.
Mhm. Tell him to put mine on the list too.
that'd be the next
Oh, the
river.
trash man come to my house, they're gonna be mad. Got so much smoking stuff out there, and pork fat in my trash can. I'm surprised the raccoons didn't destroy my trash can.
It'd actually be a bear cold on you.
Yeah. I mean, it was piled up and piled around this morning.
I don't know what was going on at my house last night, but about 2:30 in the morning, them horses out front went to hauling and stuff. I don't know, I went out there, and, I mean, it went on for 2 hours probably. And I don't know, I thought, well, I have a mess when it gets light, I'm shining light all around there. Daylight comes, and everybody's sitting there eating hay, behind the bed.
I heard cows running.
Yeah, and that might have been what it was, they might have been coming through the back way there,
Yeah.
so.
Charlie signed that, so.
You Charlie or? Yeah, just get Charlie to sign that. I'll pay it on.
Take forever.
Let me sign the back of this title too.
I thought I signed it.
You did on this one.
We're out on that.
Right here. Yeah.
Anyway, I go over and said, she's got 3 stallions. I don't know why, but she's got 3. But anyway, I'll go over and I said I'll pay for her. She don't know how to use a tractor, so I'll go do that. She said here not long ago, she looked down there, she said her mares were just going crazy. Looked down there at the pond bank, she said there was a cougar standing there.
Yep.
Yep.
I had one of them go by me deer hunting. The day before, I had a bobcat come between me and Jimmy of me.
That's
Got up on
scary.
that log, just turned and looked at me, and my hair on the back of my neck stood up.
Well, JoJo Swamp and Terry still had the farm out T Highway. He took Lauren, his girl, out there to hunt. And he said we just sat down, you know, went out in the dark, sat down on the ground, found us a good spot, tree there, big old tree. So we sat there and said daylight coming, we're looking out there. He said, oh, something just told me to look up, and I looked up. He said there's a dead deer carcass up there about 12 foot in that tree. He said, I told Lauren, I said, it's time for us to go.
Oh, yeah. Cougar
Yeah.
truck that up there.
Yeah, I was bow hunting one day, and one come by probably 15 feet. Just come by and looked at me real funny. Made a noise and just kept walking. And I'm like, but you know what? I can shoot a bow really good, but when it comes to nervousness like that, I just go one shot. That's it. I had my knife out. I said, I'm going down fighting. He just kept on going.
You better make that first shot count.
Oh, I let that bobcat just keep on going. But that mountain lion, whatever you call it,
Cougar.
it was kind of a yellowish color. And I'd seen it go by me, and I'm like, a little later I turned, he goes, hey, if you guys ever see that, you got one of my cows, take care of it. And I talked to the game warden, and I'm like, I seen that thing this morning, but I didn't want nothing to do with it.
You better remember this, I was in fear for my life.
That's right.
Hey, it'll make
And
you
you
nervous.
really are.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because when they walk by me, even the little bobcat, it had so much muscle on it. You know, they're quick.
Yeah.
Well, that's, Greg was hunting
I shot
on me, and
coyotes once.
he kept saying that he seen this mountain lion.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, you seen a bobcat, you know, is it this big bobcat or something? No, I'm telling you, it had a tail on it, and
Yes.
it was that long.
Yeah.
And I said, no, and he had a picture of game camera. I said, that's a bobcat, you know, just ain't got spots on it to find it. Because you couldn't see the tail or anything on it. But I'm telling you, I've seen bobcats, and this thing's about 2 weeks later, it got hit on the interstate right there at Hazel Green. And as a crow flies, that ain't a mile from my place back there.
There's another one over there.
Is there?
Yes, I seen it
Yeah,
on Spring Road,
yeah.
just walking up the road. And
I was
then
out squirrel hunting one time,
it
with my boy,
shot into the woods when I
and a
got close to
coyote was coming.
the long old tail.
This coyote,
I
I
knew it
seen it
wasn't
at probably
a bobcat.
75 yards. It just kept trotting straight at us. And it got to about, I don't know, 50 yards. I got the shotgun up. I got to about 25 yards. It started making all kinds of noises and coming right at me. And then it started to growling, and it was a big one. Finally, it got to about 15 yards, and it's still coming at me. I unloaded on it. I knocked that thing down 3 times, and it still kept screaming and coming towards me. 4th time, I finally, and I called the game warden. It was blind, and they were going to take it in for rabies. He goes, "There's normally a coyote. They won't even come close to you. They see you, they move. They go a different direction."
Yeah.
This thing kept coming.
Might have been a
Yeah.
red wolf too.
It just kept coming at me.
Might have been a red wolf.
And it was me and the boy, and I said, we don't shoot these, but this one here, something's wrong. Normally if they see you, they go a different direction. This thing kept coming.
That's when they say, how fast can you run? Say, I don't have to run
I
fast,
didn't wanna
just
shoot
have
it.
to outrun
I
you.
I didn't want to shoot it, but when it got to 15 yards and still coming, I'm like,
That's the right answer. It's just faster than you.
That's right. All I gotta do is outrun you.
Remind me of your grandson down on my creek farm.
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
He
You're in
said
trouble with your
grandson
legs.
kept punching him on the shoulder.
You ready to adjourn?
Yeah, take a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
I moved, second.
All in favor?
Aye. But anyway, he said,